Welcome along then. It is Saturday, it is opening round time. So if you want some fun and maybe some challenges, then make sure to stay tuned because I'm sure it's going to be everything but smooth sailing. So welcome along to the F1 Clash Kick Sauber Team Series event opening round. Yes, we made it, and we made it with 187 qualifying on the main account. And only 48 players will make it through to the final round in this group. So we've got to be scoring our very best. We have got Silverstone with tyre management and power unit up first. So this is what we are running. Alonso and Verstappen. We're going to try something a little bit different today. And we're going to try and use Verstappen. He's 4 points slower on tyre management, but a lot better qualifying than Perez. But we're obviously going all out on the power unit. Now, the reason I say we're going to test it is we're actually going to use some rainbow boost to start with. We're not going to use a race start boost. We're going to try it, and I'm going to test the strategy as well. Will a free soft for medium work at Silverstone? We are going to find out. But let's find out the right way by physically getting into it. Race 1 of this event is up next. Get ready. So here we go then. Race number 1. Around 100, just under 100 team score, heavier than ourselves. So let's see what it does for the qualifying in this event. Where are we going to start? I imagine at the back like we normally do, but we're going to try and use this, and I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it's the butterfly boost. Indeed, we're going to be using 18th and 20th, not amazing. We could use frost as well, but not fancying my chances with that one. So I'm going to just try it. And then I might instantly regret it. I'm going to put both on butterfly, and we're going to try and do a 3-4 and a 4-3. Let's find out if it works, shall we? As we get racing now, we expected a slow start. We're not using race start. The race start is not amazing around this track, but we get away okay. And remember, the race start will impact for most of lap 1, until that then gets turned off going into lap 2. But it's okay because Verstappen on that medium tyre is already up to P11, and it's going to get even stronger here. And he's going all the way through. P4, what a start. No race start boost required at all. And now Verstappen, through Maggots and Beckett's, is up into the top 4. Alonso. Now we're looking to do that 4-3-3-4, which looks like it's going to be very much possible on these tyres. And here comes Alonso, trying to get through the pack now himself, and Alonso moves himself into the top 10. Now, no one really streaking away up front, but we can push a little bit more. And look at that, round the outside of the rival into P8. Verstappen looking at the back of the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz, and here goes Alonso, and Alonso is into P6. I tell you what, Alonso's not far off doing 4 softs, you know. That is very interesting. He's not far off. If you managed his tyres better, he could do potentially 4 soft. So, Alonso, we will obviously bring in this lap for mediums. Now, he's all over the back of Mr. George Russell, the pole sitter in Canada last time out, and he's all the way around the outside. Verstappen P2, Alonso P5. And remember, power unit is massive here at this circuit, and Alonso is reliving his old days. And he is flying along. P4 with mediums to come. He's going to have a lot of tyre. Easily could run the softs again. I'm not going to. I'm going to just look after what I've got. Verstappen carries on. Alonso will fly into the pits. And now we're going to push fully. Oh my God, what a slow stop. Verstappen holding us up there. That's going to hurt us a little bit as we come back out. Definitely might try the softs tomorrow. 3 soft, 4 soft. Definitely looking good. With the tyre management boost as well. So just got to look after now. But we don't have to look after the tyres. We've got to look after power unit where we need it. And he's up to P5. Can we start off with 47 points here in a Champions GP? As we approach P4. Coming out of Maggots and Beckett's down the straight. George Russell in front of us. And he peels off into the pits. Verstappen is already out into the lead. He's clear. And there is P2. Can we get past Fernando Alonso as we take a thumbnail? And Alonso moves into the top 2. And now we can see him push away down the straight. And this is looking very good indeed here. That is what we needed for a start. A rocket start to our GP. Verstappen clear. Alonso clear. Definitely looks like 4 soft is barely pretty much doable. Now that could be very good. 2 laps to go still, and we're already into the lead. We're already cruising. Make sure, let me know down below which 2 drivers are you running and which event have you gone for in terms of difficulty. So I want to know Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, and I'm running Champions GP. I want to see what you are running. But we got about 1.5 as we go through Cops, through to Mackets and Begits, and we are cruising. We've absolutely pulled clear. With the right boost, the right setup, this is looking solid. And that is exactly what we needed. Verstappen crosses the line to start that final lap. Alonso crosses the line also. And this is looking beautiful here in the UK. Doesn't look beautiful very often in the UK, trust me, but today is an exception to that rule. And we've pulled clear. Absolutely clear. Hard tyres, 10.5 seconds back, 5 seconds from Alonso in P2. And this is a great way to start. We need the 47s. It is going to be damage limitation on point drop today. But for us, it's not going to matter. Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen are going to take a 1-2 finish at Silverstone, at the home of motorsport. And we are scoring a beautiful 47 points to begin our GP, and let's compare to the rival to see what they were running as well, even though it was a bot. So they come home P8 and P13 then overall, but a good solid 47 points. I mean, that will surely come down sooner rather than later. 1-5-2-2 from the rival, level 4 and level 5, Verstappen and Hamilton, and the car very, very balanced setup indeed, but come on, 47. Race number 2 sees us go off to Spa then for this one, and it's a race start driver speed setup that is required round here. We've got a tricky rival matchup. We await to see if this is real or it is a bot, but it is a player who is running around a similar time than us. So let's find out. Now we are on the back foot massively. You can see the difference. P13, P14, Norris and Leclerc, 22-24. Not great for us, is it? And it's all going to be about the start here to see if we can make ground. But we're going to find out. Race start. Free soft. Let's do this. We need a big start here from the boys at the back. Can we get that? We're going to do our little trick, and I tell you what, straight through the middle, we're halted a little bit on the progress, but that was decent enough off the line. We got some good reaction times, and now it all gets a little bit choppy out there. But the good news is we're into P13 and P15. We've made around 7 to 9 places up already, and that is great news for us. Now, we should carry that race start advantage under lap 1. So we're going to push a little bit where we can. We don't want to double stack, remember, but we're going to try and get past Hamilton. Now, the problem with Russell is his overtaking. His overtaking stat fairly low, and you can see just trying to barge his way through now, and he's got up to P10 and P11. So let's find out. Look at the speed that Russell and Gasly have got. Now, we're going to have to commit Russell a little bit more as we all get a little bit pushed up together. And we can't find any room past at the moment. So we hit the conserve button because we look at the speed we've got. We close up to Perez instantly. Now, the question is, P1 absolutely flowing out for him. We can't get through anybody at the moment. I was concerned about Russell's overtaking. Maybe not so much now. Jesus, he's just gone through them all. So Russell accelerates away. Gasly's coming through as well, following him now. And look at Russell go. Not even pushing. And he's up to P6. That is what was needed. Look at the cars out front. Absolutely bolted clear. And we've got to somehow catch them up. We're not going to push Gasly too much right now. We could go to mediums. I think I will go to mediums. I want a bit more of a push. Free soft, free medium. I think that's going to be absolutely fine. We need the rivals to go onto some hards. That is what we need. We're going to try and get Gasly through past Sainz here so he can pick up a little bit of pace. And he does get past. Good work. So there's P4 and P3. Gasly up to P7. This is not over. We can still do this. Russell's going to get in the pits without losing too much tyres. So is Gasly. And now it's all to play for. Russell needs a good stop. Oh, it's beautiful. Hard tyres for the rival. Music to my ears. Let's conserve down the straight. Now we've got a lot of overtaking to do with Gasly. The rivals are on hard out front. That's music to my ears, ladies and gentlemen. And now we've got to push. Remember, the AI do not have that power unit pushing or the accelerator like we have. But we've got to use that to our advantage now. Let's empty the tank through some of the best overtaking spots on this track. If Gasly can find one, thank you. And now we got to get it. 2 laps to go after this one. Russell already hunting down Max Verstappen out front. It's going to be a long way back for Gasly to catch. He needs to clear one of these. He does. Now he needs to clear Norris. And he does as well. So Russell is going to have to get into the lead of this race and hold up the Red Bull. That is the plan of action. The question is, will he be able to? We're going to keep emptying that tank of Gasly because he's not a million miles away here. Now we potentially get through with, well, we're slowing him down either way. You can see Gasly now closing. This is good work. We're not doing enough with Russell, but there is Gasly. There is Gasly. It is our race management again as Russell now trying to get past Max Verstappen. Both cars looking for a move. We're into P1. George Russell, Gasly round the outside. And it is P2. We have come through the field absolutely beautifully. 3 mediums was the play. It gave us that attack mode. We would have been quick on the softs anyway. But I tell you what, that is what we needed. Gasly, Russell hit the front and it's hard tyres for Verstappen. So he is going to struggle. And that means we are away. Easy. Not so much, but yeah, we'll take this. All day long, we can literally peel away. Look at the gap we've created because of the speed that we've got on the car. P1 Russell, P2 Gasly. It is beautiful again. It is 47 points here at Spa, especially from where we started. That worked out absolutely perfect. It couldn't have gone any better. Late racing. We got what we needed. Two lots of the 47 stuff to begin with then in this video. Come on. That is what we're after. 1507. We've had difficult team score matchups to begin with as well. And that's worked a treat. You can see there level 4, level 5. And the car was fairly decent too. But this is the key, look, ladies and gentlemen. This is why track stats are important. Look at the time difference up here. 2.4, 2.7 seconds a lap quicker than the AI. That is why you need the correct boost and the correct setup. Race number 3 then, and it's a rival that is below us in the team score, so that's a little bit nicer. Now, this is probably the one track of the weekend that does concern me. So this is a track we also lost a point in qualifying, generally because we just couldn't catch the Red Bull out front. Now, it's a track that you can't really get a massive race start advantage. So we are going to find this a little bit tougher. Now, P16 for Leclerc, we've changed to that speed and defending drivers. Now, Russell's going to try and do a 5-5. We are going to use the rainbow boost. We don't have many, but it is one of the best equipped for around here. We're going to do a 4-4-2 probably with Leclerc and then a 5-5 with Mr. George Russell. Can it be done though? Let's go. Let's see. I mean, this is going to be crucial for the start. We don't expect... Oh, we get a perfect start with Russell. Leclerc switches to the outside line. Russell comes through as well. We haven't made tons of positions, but I tell you what, it could be a lot worse. I can assure you of that round this track. P11. And now what we're going to do is we're going to push for around the first lap. Try and gain some early places. Get a bit of air. And then we should have some solid pace on this rainbow boost as well. So Russell up to P6, used all that power unit, and now Leclerc into P10. And that's going to get nearly even better. Leclerc should be quick. Russell also. Just got to look after the power unit. We need to not let the cars ahead get too far, and they haven't at the moment. Russell takes himself into P5. Leclerc is in there as well in P8, looking for a move into P7, and that is exactly what we needed. P5, and you can see P1's not got too far away. Russell's bang on the 5-5 here, which is good. And Leclerc, I mean, we've got to get past these, I think. I feel like we've got to push and get past these chock-a-block cars. There's a move by Leclerc into P4. We're going to push. We need to get past these. Russell's not going to make it. That was annoying. Leclerc's still there in the fight, though. Can we get Albon? Russell's okay on tyres, though. That's good news. Oh, we probably shouldn't have conserved then. Let's try and just squeak past. There we go, into P2. Now, it'd be nice for the leaders to be on softs. Oh, Leclerc's Sainz is not. Now, we could go to hards. We probably will go for mediums. I expect that my race pace should be quicker than the Ferrari of Sainz. There's a few cars going back round, which is interesting. Can we get past Max Verstappen, though? Not just yet. Leclerc is out. Here comes a move. I don't want to push, though. He is going to cost us, but I do want to gain some power unit back. We could go to hards. Feel like we are going to be better on this softer, medium tyre. Where is P1? Quite far ahead. They could go to hards, though. And you can see why I didn't want to push too much, because we literally had 1%. That's all we had left. Leclerc hits the front, though. Ferrari's already coming back out. And we're going to just save up our power unit. Russell coming out, crucially, ahead of them two. Into P7. What did Sainz go on to? Mediums. That is not too good for us. But if we can get through these two pretty quickly, we might have a chance. Need an inside move. We get it. Come on. Come on, Russell. Keep our hopes alive. And there's a Ferrari. That is Sainz in front of us. That is the crucial car we need. And we've got to him pretty quickly. Now our rainbow boost should help us through. Come on. Come on. Leclerc's going to go round one more time. And then he's going to pit for some softs. He's got a decent lead at the moment. He's lapping Danny Rick. And there's Albon just ahead of Russell. Now, Russell should just be able to bide his time here. There should be an Albon pit stop. There is. I'm not going to even push at all here, because that is good for us. Leclerc is in. And now Russell comes along. And that's going to see Leclerc just drop out into the lead, which is good. Now, we're going to try and get a bit of power unit back. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to do a fastest lap anyway, because we're going to have traffic. So we're going to just hit the pace anyway, see what happens. But this is our only chance. We have to take victory first of all, remember, and then we'll see what sort of lap time we can get. So Leclerc out of the final corner. We'll push. He's going to get blocked. He's going to lose time, but it's the best chance we've got for a decent enough lap time. We're going to be slower, but you never know, as George Russell takes a sandwich in Austria. But Leclerc finding some pace, taking some... Oh, that is why. That is why you don't try and do it on the last lap, but there's nothing we could have done. Leclerc coming round to take the victory. And then George Russell following with him in P2. It is a beautiful start to racing here in this GP event. We have done 3 races. One of the most concerning tracks for me was Austria, and we got through it nicely in the end. 47 points times 3. Let's go. Can we round it off with one more? How perfect one more race of 47 would be. Racing from the back, absolutely primed and decent. So we know we're not going to get a strong time in here. 1:2.90. We're going to be in the 24s probably. Yeah, 24.1. We need to be in the 22s for a fastest lap. So I'll take it. I'll worry about that tomorrow. But we've already dropped a point. It doesn't matter anyway from qualifying. 4 and 5, 4 and 2 were the matchups. And a speed setup, but just not as strong as us. One race to go. Can we finish off with a 188 in the first part of our opening round? So then on to race number 4. Decent matchup to finish this video, but can we finish it off in the perfect way? The perfect racing for this opening round so far. USA and Las Vegas. Here we go. One of the most painful circuits on this F1 Clash calendar. Free medium is what we're going to be running with that Street Shark boost. Where do we qualify? And a good start is needed. P20, P23, we're back to our race start drivers again. So what we're going to go Street Shark and Street Shark, mediums and mediums, and we've got to absolutely smash this. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get the job done. We need a good start though. We need a rocket start from the boys in the bluish car. And it's not quite anywhere at the moment. P18, bit of a mess in the first corner, but we've got a few positions with Russell. It's not the best start. We're going to have plenty of tyres, which is good, but we're only P15 and P21. Gasly now up to P20. We've got to keep pushing and try and make some moves. Russell and Bottas in the Kick Sauber not letting us through at the moment. We get good exit off the corner, and now we've got to try and, well, we just move past anyway. It's fine. We're going to keep pushing. We need any positions. We need to not let the top cars get too far away. P11, P16, they're not too far. We're going to conserve down the straight. Tyres should be absolutely fine here. Going to push out of the straight as well. There's Piastri, who we are now past. Gasly's on fire, by the way, into P12. Plenty of tyres. Here is Russell on the back of Sergio, and we are through into P9. Great move, and now we are motoring. Look at the speed. We have got Russell looking at Gasly now. Gasly even faster than Russell when he's into P8. Could do with getting a little bit of a gap between the drivers, and that could start with getting a Ferrari. Would be nice. Oh, what a switcheroo move into P7. Man, we could get double dose of Ferrari this lap, you know. And double dose it is. Oh, we nearly get the McLaren as well of Norris. P6, P8. Plenty of tyres. Look at Gasly now catching up, pushing the Ferrari. Jesus, Gasly's so quick. Oh my God, Pierre Gasly is literally lightning quick. That is phenomenal. He's got so good power unit as well. Here comes George Russell. And we're going to breeze. We're going to breeze past him. Not got a lot of power unit left though. Let's try and get Gasly past Norris. That's one car we can accelerate from. Perfect. P6. This is looking okay, but P1, stretching clear. Still got a lot of work, but P4, P6 is not a bad position to be in at this stage of the race. There is Albon. There is Gasly, who's going to be able to push so much in this final stint. We're going to scoot past Albon here into the pits. And we do be able to do that. We don't need to get past Russell. We're going to keep conserving. Russell is now in. And this is going to be key. We're going to have to do a lot of catching up. We've got a lot of pace. Russell is in, changing them tyres. And it's a great timing of a pit stop from the team. P3. Or even P... Oh, can we hold? Yes, P3. Gasly out in P... Now, we've got to look after the power unit with Russell. We've got to gain some back. That is going to be crucial. What do we got out front? Double hard tyres. These should be catchable. These should be absolutely catchable. You can see Gasly in the background now, trying to come through. There he is, past P6 already. Russell into P2. Now we've got to catch P1. It's the P1 chase in Vegas. Can we light up the strip in style? There is the Mercedes, who we catch astronomically down the start. Down the straight. Here goes Gasly. Double move. Come on, Pierre. And I tell you what, Russell is into the lead. Let's try and hold him up. Let's try and hold up a little bit. Still got another lap though, remember. And Gasly seems unbelievably quick round here. He's definitely not in an Alpine anymore, that's for sure. There's Max Verstappen. Russell just gaining that power unit. Can we switch past Max quickly and get onto the back of the Mercedes? Not just yet. We've got a big gap to find. Big gap to find, but we're already past into P3. And look at the gap, we're already pulled away from the Red Bull. And where is that Mercedes? Will it come into vision anytime soon? There it is. And look at Russell's peeled away, even on conserve. Now Gasly hunts down for a perfect opening round start from 4 races. The Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. There he is. There he goes. P2. Pierre Gasly. He has been so fast round this circuit today. It has been unbelievable from him. He's been itching to get going, and he has shown himself to be a warrior, to come through in Vegas. Russell and Gasly going to be looking at actually doing it pretty good. It only took us 5 laps to get to where we needed to, but in the end, it's a beautiful run. Gasly, Russell, round the final corners. We head towards the finish line here in Vegas. Let's take a look, because Russell's going to take P1, Gasly P2. It's a beautiful start to opening round indeed. We absolutely blasted through the pack in that one. 47, 47, 47, and guess what? 47. It is 188 points to start our opening rounds, and that is music to my ears indeed. Now that is what we're talking about. Come on. First time we've been able to put a proper round in, and we've done it nicely too. 47 points. We take from race number 4, 1299 for the rival. Let's just take a look at that bot we faced. And look at the speed, by the way. 3.2 seconds a lap quicker than Lewis Hamilton. That is unbelievable. Level 4 for the rival. And good speed, good setup, just not as strong as ourselves. So let's take a look then at that, see where it leaves us so far. You should already know the scores on the doors, because it is 4 races complete, 188 points to go with it as well. If we can repeat that, then we will be absolutely on our way. But you never know, because we've still got the likes of Singapore to come. We've still got Sao Paulo, Miami and Silverstone again. But it's a beautiful start to racing here in opening round.